This is the Hidden Killers podcast with Tony Bruschi.
You're going to kill somebody, and you think about all the places to do it where you're not going to be caught. This is one where clearly was not thought through. Months after pleading guilty to second-degree murder, a Minnesota man has been sentenced to 33 years in state prison. I don't get sentences like this for murder. For stabbing his wife in front of family members during a Bible study session. Robert Castillo, who's 40, attacked 41-year-old Corrina Woodhull with a hunting knife on March 21st of 23 at his sister's home in St. Paul. According to authorities, the violence unfolded shortly after Castillo whispered something to Woodhull, prompting her to shake her head no. He then drew a hunting knife and stabbed her between 10 and 20 times in the upper body. Family members present at the Bible study tackled and disarmed Castillo until police arrived. Woodhull was transported to a local hospital but succumbed to her injuries. Witnesses reported that she pled for her life during the attack, saying, "Don't let me die." At Castillo's sentencing on Friday, Woodhull's mother, Linda Castillo, revealed that she found divorce papers in her daughter's car after the murder. She knew it was time to walk away, and that's why she's dead, Linda said. Castillo's sister told police that the couple had arrived together for their regular Tuesday night Bible study and had been holding hands and kissing before the attack. Castillo's brother mentioned that the couple had been experiencing marital issues. Authorities noted that Castillo had an active warrant for his arrest at the time of the stabbing for failing to appear in court on charges related to assaulting a prison guard. His criminal history includes 8 prior felony convictions, including an assault charge for allegedly beating the mother of his child with a hammer. This is why we just should keep people away that have the propensity to do things like this, because you know what? They'll do them again. They're missing something in their brain that says, stop, this is not an option. Woodhull was a mother of 5 and worked at Jewel Fairbanks Recovery Services, where she helped others struggling with substance abuse. The organization released a statement mourning her death. Corrina had so much light. She had spread that light and positivity each and every day to her clients and staff. She leaves behind a legacy here at Jewel Fairbanks that she will truly be missed. Castillo's attorney asserted that his client was a methamphetamine and heroin user who was in a state of psychosis at the time of the stabbing. Under the terms of his sentence, Castillo must serve at least 2/3 of his 33-year prison term before he's eligible for release. Why is he even fucking eligible?
I don't get that. Like, this doesn't, and honest to God, if you look at his mugshot, he looks like a serial murderer meth head.
So he
looks evil.
He's had 8 prior felony convictions, including an assault charge for allegedly beating the mother of his child with a hammer. He stabs this one at a Bible study in front of the family, and maybe not even quite 33 years. At about 24, 25 years, you're going to be eligible for getting released.
And imagine the trauma that other people went through.
Oh, my God.
Like, I can't even imagine what they went through. And he murdered her right in front of them.
So by about 65, he could be out.
And then you look at his record, like he had 8 prior felonies. And why is he even the warrant for failing to appear or whatever it was when he attacked a prison guard? How are you out for attacking a prison guard? You attacked a prison guard in a prison.
Well, that's the thing. We have these warrants out for people's arrest, but a lot of times they don't actively search for them. It's just kind of like, hey.
But how did he even get out? Maybe the prison guard was off work when he attacked him. It seems like you would attack him in a prison.
There was some reason he was out, according to the system, that was justifiable by the system. Not that it made any sense, but that's probably how it worked. This is where we need to do better at arresting people who have warrants out for their arrest. You know, we have plate readers and things like that. There's ways of tracking people down today better than ever before. If he has a cell phone that's registered to his name or his family. But then again, we have to have the resources that are able to go out and do that. Maybe rather than sitting there getting speeders, maybe we have fucking police going in and going after these types of people that are just lurking among us, and then they finally do something horrible. Start going down that list of offenders that have a warrant, that do not have anything, that they're not arrested yet. Start finding these people, because this is the type of shit they're going to do.
And I was reading an article about her, and she had a job where she was trying to help people. And because I'm like, why would this woman be with him? Because number one, he looks like a serial killer meth head. He's got 8 felonies. He's attacked people and all this shit. But her mom said that she thought she could save him.
Of course.
Like she could change him.
Look at she has a big heart, but also a somewhat ignorant one as well. When it comes,
but I think then she realized she couldn't, files for divorce, and that flipped him out. And can't divorce me. This is
the sort of shit we should be teaching in elementary school. Of you can't change people, so don't try. And if you have the first sign of someone being abusive, get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Because anybody that's going to do that is not going to be someone to stick around with. And you can go talk to your grandma or your mom and go, well, your father did this to me once and we worked through it, and we're like, fuck that. Are you happy? Well, you're not exactly. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
People go and hear these stories. Well, my grandma did it, or my aunt survived it, or this or that. And I hear these stories and I just cringe because I'm like, what the fuck? They stayed with this person. Why?
And that should all be red flag stuff.
Well, and then,
it shouldn't be I can fix him. It should be red flag, run away. Well, this guy has 8 felonies on his record.
Then you have mixed religion into this shit. And depending on what religion we're talking about, they'll guilt the shit out of the victim if they want to get out of the relationship. Right. That's bad. You shouldn't, stay with them. Forgive. And fuck that. No, because these people aren't capable of doing anything good. You should be just continue to be the fucking victim because a fucking ancient book of fairy tales tells you. No.
And I'm with you on that too, because somebody like him now under the guise of religion, I'll go to Bible study. Maybe he's been going all along. And pretending to, I'm turning my life around. Look at me. And not turning his life around.
There's no turning.
Could have been playing all of them.
You attacked your former wife or whoever, the mother of your child, with a hammer. There's not a lot of turning that around. There just isn't. There's not a lot of
prison guard.
And a prison guard. There's no, Jesus change. Fine, let Jesus change you behind bars. Let that happen over there. There's no need to have that happening out here in front of everybody else, because clearly you're not doing what you need to do to get your life on track. And you're a meth addict, and you're a heroin addict, and oh, woe me, I have all these problems and all these addictions and all this shit. Yes, you're right, you do, but no one else should have to be subjected to your insanity. And there's a fucking warrant out for you too. So
the poor people at the Bible study, their lives are never going to be the same.
No. And again, another one where see something, say something. There's a fucking warrant out for this guy. He has a record.
Run away. Red flags.
But then again, we also just can't rely on our system to do its job, because it won't. That's where we have to, as people, do what we need to do to get away. And stop thinking that we have restrictions on these sort of things. I know it's not easy to get away, especially if a lot of this is in cities. It happens very slowly until you realize what the fuck. But there should have been a what the fuck immediately when you're like, what's the history of him? Oh, he beat his former wife or girlfriend with a fucking hammer.
He's got a warrant out for his arrest.
That might be a sign.
This is not good.
He's not a good option. There's many other fish in the sea. This is not a good person. I'm not victim shaming. I'm just saying, wake the fuck up.
And even if there's not other fish in the sea, don't settle for that one. You can live
you're better
a perfectly happy life.
Better off alone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's people need to start using their fucking brains.
All right, true crime addicts, let's cut the crap. You're knee-deep in the gory details of your favorite podcast when suddenly a commercial hits like a bad meal. Seriously? You deserve better. Upgrade to True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts, where you can binge without those annoying ads. Plus, get extended interviews that go deeper into the darkness and early access to episodes so you can be the first to know. It's like trading up from fast food to fine dining, but with more blood. So, go ahead, Search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe and feast on the good stuff.